What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the My Player Career Mode. So, if you haven't already watched yesterday's episode, I recommend you go back and watch that one. You'll see what happened. We joined ourselves a new club, but unfortunately, guys, today you're going to have to wait until the third and final game of the episode before you watch us in action for our new club. For anybody who doesn't know what it is, and you don't want me to spoil it by telling you right now, go back and watch yesterday's My Player, because I'm about to reveal, of course, who he joined. You may know it already if you have watched that episode. We did, in fact, join Real Madrid. So we are playing at the Santiago Bernabeu from now on. And, of course, guys, as I said to you, we've got 2 games to come before we get ourselves underway for our Real Madrid career. So I'm excited for that. I'm quite interested to see how we get on. As always, I said to you last episode that, of course, with Ronaldo leaving, I'm going to try and take the number 7 shirt and see what happens in that regard. But until then, guys, we have 2 games for England, and these are very important because we have 2 more games to go in the World Cup qualifying group. We are currently sat second by just a point. I think it's Belgium are top on 16. I think we're on 14, and then the team below us are on 13. So going into this one here, we need 2 victories if we possibly can against, I think the first game is against Slovenia, and the second one is against Belgium. So we do have the possibility to overturn Belgium, provided that we can win this game here. It doesn't matter, of course, about their results. We're currently sat 2 points behind them. So if we win this one and they win their game, we'll still be 2 points behind with a game to go. And, of course, that game is coming against them. So potentially, guys, we could still win the group. So it's in our hands from here on out. We have to win both games here, and we will be qualifying for the next World Cup out of the group phase as winners. If we can't win both games, then we will just have to try and settle for second and get ourselves out of the group regardless. Of course, we won the World Cup last time, so in effect, we have to defend it. So if we don't qualify at the groups, that will not be very good at all. I'll be very disappointed in that. And also, I'm sure, being an England fan in real world football, if we were to not qualify at the group stage, you see how annoying it is, especially when we got knocked out by Iceland at the Euros. Everybody was very, very frustrated, annoyed. So I can imagine it'd be very much the same situation if we don't qualify at this group here. So on the stroke of our time then, we got ourselves the first chance of the game. Raheem Sterling down the left-hand side, gave it inside to me here. I flicked it around the corner, I think to Dele Alli, who flicked it in once more to one of their players on the edge of the area, who takes the strike on, and that pretty much summed up the first half. It was a very cagey affair. Neither team really wanted to lose the game by going for the win, and it was kind of frustrating in that sense. But we did get another chance 58 minutes in, and take a look at that for a through ball. Fantastic ball through. Get myself on my right foot here, and I finish it with expertise into the bottom corner. As you all know, predominantly left-footed, but if I have to take my strike on the right, I like to try and cut back on the left. That time, I just thought, you know what, this is one of the situations where I've got to take it on the right, otherwise this potentially is going to go wrong for me. So I did take it on the right, and it came, thankfully, off the inside of the post and managed to nestle into the back of the empty net after beating the goalkeeper. So, to Slovenia's credit, they kept us quiet first half, but it was always going to be an uphill battle for them at that stage once I did get into the second half. I'm quite good at, biding my time, trying to work out what the defence's weaknesses are, and then as soon as I know it, I try and exploit it. And I knew for a fact that if I could get back in the second half against tired legs, play basically on the shoulder of the last man and ask for through balls to be played through, that eventually a chance would come. And then as you saw, I finished it off pretty damn nicely. And 85 minutes in, guys, we had a chance for 2. Fantastic run again, this time completely down the right-hand side. Cut inside brilliantly, get past the defender. Nice ball roll past him, take the strike on. It's initially a good save from the keeper. I was very frustrated in myself for not finishing that move off. But then Dele Alli steps up with a phenomenal finish to make it England 2, Slovenia 0, and the scoreline looked a lot more comfortable than it actually was up until the second half performance. So we got ourselves a goal and assist as well. As I said, they're very frustrated at the fact the keeper saved the chance that I had originally. It was a nice run from me, nice through ball originally, and then we beat 2 defenders on the way to having our strike. And it's stuff like that. I get in that position, I've got to be scoring that. I have to be finishing that chance off 100%. Thankfully, I was unselfish, gave the ball, rolled it back to Dele Alli, who finished off very, very well as well. Indeed, you can see the goalkeeper, though. Maybe should have saved that one for Slovenia, but I'm not going to be complaining because it gave us the 2-goal advantage that we needed. We went on to win the game as well. So it means, guys, we move ever so closer to the knockout rounds of the World Cup. Or rather, I think, no, what am I talking about? It's a group stage in the World Cup as well, isn't it? So these are just qualifiers. So, yeah. So effectively, guys, here and now, this game against Belgium, if we win this, we're top of the group, we go through as winners. If we lose it, I think we're still through in second place, depending on results elsewhere. I'm not quite sure how the table fell at this stage. I didn't actually check it before going into this Belgium game. So the team that was sat in third at that time could have won their game as well, meaning they'd still be a point behind us. So, here we go, guys. Potentially, we could overturn Belgium and finish top, or we could settle for a second spot in the group. But you know me, you know how I work, and you know that I would want to come out the group stage in top spot if I possibly could do so. But of course, Belgium certainly are up there with one of the world's best teams, and of course, they're going to be so tough defensively and resilient that whenever they get the chance to go forward, you can bet your bottom dollar that they're probably going to take it. You know, the likes of Lukaku, Benteke, Eden Hazard, Thorgan Hazard, as well as even in this Belgian team now. So I'm guessing that he's quite good. So you've got the Hazard brothers in there as well. And to say the least, guys, this is not going to be easy. I can see Lukaku there as well. At this stage as well, he's unbelievable. Kevin De Bruyne, probably up there in the 90s by now, along with Lukaku as well. Eden Hazard, certainly in the 90s by now. And then, of course, his brother Thorgan was there as well. But you can say as well, this England team, no pushover. We've won the World Cup with them before, so we are, of course, retaining our defending champions of the World Cup. So Belgium do have a job to do here, and it won't be easy for them as much as it won't be easy for us at all. But new Real Madrid star, us, of course. My name is on the back of the number 9 shirt today. Sterling taking number 7, as we have been doing for England. But thankfully, I did, in fact, get hold of the number 7 for Real Madrid. So who is CR7 again? Forget about him. Forget about him. He's history. It's not all about W or DW7 now. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I can't talk English. But Belgium here, guys. 9 minutes in. Sloppy play. Gave the ball straight away to me. I played the ball down the right-hand side to Raheem Sterling. Oh, not Sterling, sorry. I can't quite remember who it was on the right side. Was it Oxlade-Chamberlain, I think? And then he played it into Sterling, who at the back stick managed to beat his defender to the ball and eventually prods it home to make it England 1, Belgium 0. Very, very poor from Belgium because they gave the ball away cheaply to me. And then that is just world class from Sterling to be able to dink it past a very tough Thibaut Courtois between the sticks. He's not an easy keeper to beat. I've known that throughout this series. He's absolutely solid in between the sticks. So well played Sterling there. Fantastic little finish from him as we did take a goal advantage. But it was to be very, very short-lived because I said to you, Hazard brothers must be very good considering both of them in there. And when you've got the both of them in there, I get quite confused as to which one's which. Because at first, I thought this was Eden Hazard and it turns out it's not. It's his younger brother or older brother. I don't quite know the age difference. But what a strike that is. Honestly, I saw that go in and I was tilted. I was like, how on earth have we just let that happen? We literally went 1-0 up no more than 10 minutes ago, and then they've come back and done that. That is world class. Sensational finish, and it was actually Thorgan Hazard from that. So, wonderful finish from one of the Hazard brothers. Made the score 1-1. So, as you can see from Klein, very disappointed, as was I stood up front. I was, to say the least, very, very unhappy with what happened there. So, it meant we were taking a 1-1, and at this stage, it'd be all evens and Belgium would go through as group winners, or so they thought, because in the second half we stole the ball back here. Sterling goes down the left, gave me a pass down the left-hand side as well. I'm running the channels here. I don't like doing this all that often. I cut inside the defender brilliantly. Could have been selfish. In the end, prodded it through, and there was the teammate in Jack Wilshere to make it Belgium 1, England 2. So 30 minutes left to play in this game, in a game in which it's been very open so far. Both teams easily could have won this one. That's poor defending, though, from the Belgium centre-back, as he did try and take me on. Simply skipped past him, played the ball across, and Jack Wilshere finished it off expertly. So England 2, Belgium 1, and it looks as if at this stage, guys, we are going through the group as winners if we can hold on to the victory. And hold on, we did. So 90 minutes on the clock, 3 points here. It means that we do go through as winners. Belgium go through in second place, unfortunately for them. But us being the defending champions, it makes, you know, I would have liked us to get through the group as winners. If we are serious about our ambitions, about trying to win it again, then we have to go through as winners, in my opinion. We can't have anything less than that. So there were the other results. I think it might have actually been Denmark with the other team who were just beneath us in the league. So that puts us through, guys. I'm very happy to say that. But it also means we can get ourselves into some club games with Real Madrid. Our debut coming here away from home. Unfortunately, not at the Santiago Bernabeu. We're taking on Nasic. I have no idea how you say that. So, yeah, just pre-warning, guys. I'm probably going to butcher a lot of the names in this series. I always do. Whenever I play foreign football, my pronunciation is crap. And it's quite bad, actually, because I did Spanish at school. So sometimes my Spanish is on point in terms of pronunciations. And then other times it's just a hectic, poor everything. So don't be expecting me to be able to get every single team name perfect in this series. But regardless, guys, we're taking on Nasic here. And to get ourselves underway at a team like this, I mean, no disrespect about what I'm to say, but you know, they're not somebody that I should really be fearing in this series. You know, they're not somebody that's going to finish at the highest stage in the Liga title. You know, they're not somebody that's going to be sat top of the table and somebody that I'm going to have to try and chase. I'm saying this now, but what would be funny if, like, after 38 league games, they were sat at the top of the table? That would just, like, put me in my place completely. I actually don't know how the rest of the Liga has turned out in the last few years, because, of course, we've been around Bayern Munich, you know, Valencia, when we were there, we won it there, of course, and then we came to Manchester City, so I don't actually know what the league has looked like for the last couple of years, who's been winning it and who hasn't been winning it, but our team is so damn good. Martial out on the left, he's like 91 rated at this point, he's so effective as well, but it was actually them with the first chance, 28 minutes in, poor from us, giving the ball away cheaply, and that looks like it's a world-class strike. When I looked back at the replay, I realised it took a slight deflection. So I was like, that's why he's beating him like an absolute mug. So I can't really fault the goalkeeper for this one. I was about to slate him and call him crap and everything, but then I realised the deflection was actually into play. It's very, very slight, so you can't really take too much away from the striker. It's a very, very slight deflection, but it's still a deflection nonetheless. So they took the lead here, and I was gutted, because honestly, it wasn't the debut I was looking for. But I did get sent through one-on-one at this stage. I tried to beat the goalkeeper. I tried to take it on the left at that point, because I was going to get caught by the defender, and it was a big opportunity wasted by me. And it only made matters worse when in the 90th minute, the team did this. Gave the ball to the striker who'd already given them the lead, and he goes through and makes it Nastic 2, Real Madrid 0. The debut from hell, if I do say so myself. In many ways, it was one to forget. I don't really know what happened at that stage. I had one chance myself. The team gave me one opportunity, and I messed it up, and it was a chance to get ourselves back on level terms. And you can say, with the amount of money that Real Madrid has spent on us, I have to be scoring that chance, which I completely agree with. That chance had to be buried. But you take nothing away from the Nastic striker, because he deserved the 2 goals he got today. And they deserved the win. You know, they were very good in the performance. So we're going to put that past us. We're going to put that in the history books now. We're not interested in anything else at that point. We did lose 2-0 in our debut, but we'll look to go back in winning ways in the next game, as we do, in fact, make our second performance for the team. Poor debut today, debut from hell. But regardless, guys, we'll move on and try our best in the next episode. If you've enjoyed this one, I'd appreciate a like rating. As always, thank you for your continued support on the channel, and I will catch you all with another video tonight at 6 PM UK time. Don't miss it. Adios.